Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And on today's topic, as far as like Tekken fundamental pillars, today's topic is going to be about combos. And I wanted to talk about combos because combos are a way to inflict damage on your opponent when they're in a state that's unable to defend themselves, such as a launch or such as a mini combo. The typical way for a combo is that when the opponent is launched in the air, you'll do a filler move and then the tornado to extend the combo, and then you might do an ender. So I'm doing these combos with Asuka just to demonstrate, but these same concepts can be applied to anyone. So here's an initial demonstration. So you can see there was a move that launched the opponent, then did a filler move, then a tornado to extend, and then did a ender move to create the damage. Now, typically from there, once we continue on, we typical mentality is to create high damaging combos in order to inflict a lot of damage on the opponent. So we might use resources such as heat and tornadoes to kind of inflict this maximum damage. So I will just go ahead and demonstrate. So you can see there from both demonstrations, we got damage of roughly 86 and I believe 96 respectively. So very high damage using heat and tying together everything to create maximum damage in the open. Now that does use up a lot of resources in order to do that, and depending on the stage, that isn't always recommended, or it's not always possible to do a combo like that that's very large. So in order to make that work, we want to adapt the combo based on the size of the stage. For example, here, we are able to cut our combo down and get to the wall without having to use the tornado. We use the tornado at the end to do additional damage. Now, this concept can be taken further, and I'll demonstrate it again. And one more time here. So we're able to get 88 damage by getting that additional hit in before doing the heat. Because the reason we want to bring the heat on later is because we don't want the damage to not be scaled. So that should show an example of adapting the combo to the wall, and it should show a way to get maximum damage with it. Now, the other form of the combo that I briefly wanted to go over was the mini combo. And mini combos are guaranteed follow-ups, so I will show a example of this. So let me see. So that right there is about 65 damage. That's an example of a mini combo, which would be a guaranteed follow-up. So those are ways to create a lot of damage. The other thing about doing damage with a combo is we want to adapt not only the walls, but we also want to adapt stage hazards. So I will go back to the previous level and show an example of adapting a stage hazard. So 1 second here. So there we can see upon demonstration, we were able to do the combo, use the tornado to get some wall carry to push the opponent into the hazard, then do a move to blow up the hazard, and then push the opponent back into the wall, and then use the heat, and then use our ender to get all the damage done. So I hope with these examples, it kind of gives you some insight to how to structure your combos and to move away from, not always having to use like the most highest damaging. It's just adapting the combo based on the situation and stage you're in. I hope to make more videos like this in the future. With that said, have a good day, everyone. All right, peace.